Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm doing something new. As you might have heard, the new Lethal Zone is coming out soon, probably within the next couple of weeks. It is going to be very difficult, at least twice as difficult as Nightmare, it seems. So it will be very brutal. I, like many of you guys, have been preparing for this. So I thought I would kind of do a short series with some tips of how to prepare, and maybe once Lethal Zone comes out, some tips about surviving and doing certain things in Lethal Zone, like killing hearts, killing hostiles, that sort of thing. Uh, but right now, the first step is getting 3 survivors. So let me delete this community real quick, and I'll show you what I have been doing. So just go to Green Zone. Doesn't that's the easiest way, and you're going to want to random a bunch of survivors. Basically, you eventually the goal is to get 3 survivors into your legacy pool that are good. So if you don't already have some, maybe I have 20 something people in my pool. Maybe some people from the past are good, but I wasn't really happy with the people that were previously in my pool, so I randomed a lot. So basically, you do this. You just as you probably can guess, re-roll quite a bit, and I made a document which will be down below. Excuse me, down below in the description. They'll have lists of all the good traits, basically, or at least in my opinion, and categorize, and it'll show the stats of them. So take a look at that, and then go through here and re-roll a bunch. Eventually, you'll find three people that look like they might be good. These people are not good, but let's pretend. Uh, at this point, you can see their traits, of course, but you cannot see their hero bonuses. So at this point, we would start the community and look to see if the hero bonuses are good as well. If you get someone with good traits and a good hero bonus, then you'll want to save them in your legacy pool. To do that, you'll have to go through a legacy real quick. And on Green Zone, with the Warlord boon and the Trader boon, that'll take you at most like 2 hours if you're an experienced player. So it's not too bad. But basically, you'll do this a bunch of times until you get 3 or more people that are in your legacy pool that you like. And I've done that, so let's go back. These are my people, Caden, Dunn, and Sam. Just going to point out the good skills that the reasons why I chose these people. Daredevil is good. Daredevil increases health and reduces injury severity. Yoga gives the hero bonus of reducing injury severity for the whole team. Never Been Sick increases plague resistance. Unbreakable is like Daredevil, but a little bit better. So you get a little bit more health and a little bit more injury reduction. Never Been Sick again, as I said, reduces or increases plague resistance, and Just Keeps Going increases your stamina by quite a bit. So these are my 3 people, and I've done this repeatedly. This is the last time through the process. This is the last time through the process. So I choose Providence Ridge because it's the closest map to where you spawn, or the starting base is the closest to where you spawn, I think. It seemed easy. It doesn't really matter. Do whichever map you want. I will note that if you didn't notice, I chose the Warlord and the Trader boons to start with. Because right now we are farming 50 cal rounds. And also grenades if you want to, but on Lethal Zone, the Plague Hearts have a 75% damage reduction for explosives, according to what they said on stream. So that means, like on Green Zone, it takes like 2 grenades to kill a heart. On Lethal Zone, it's probably like a dozen grenades to kill a heart. So, farming grenades in this manner might be useful in some cases, but I don't think it's useful for Lethal Zone specifically. So we're just going to come up here and claim the base. Now, as I've said and talking about, we had the Warlord boon, which gives you the stack of 50 cal rounds and also 20 grenades. So I have my inventory here is almost filled up. Whoop, almost filled up. I don't know exactly what the best way to uh, exactly the best way to fill up my inventories, but I've just been filling them up with 50 cal rounds. So like each stack of 50 cal rounds here is basically one time through this loop of creating a community, coming up here, grabbing a stack, and then exiting. Now that you have your 50 cal round, or stack of 50 cal, you exit back to the main menu, and you come up here and delete the community. Because they were legacy survivors, they are saved back to your legacy pool with their inventories when you delete the community. So we can just double check right here. We have Caden, we have Dunn, and we have Sam. So now the three of them are all ready to go. So now we are ready to, and I've done this, I don't know how many times it took. Let's see, probably 15 to 20 times through that loop there of creating a community, and then looting the 50 cal and then deleting the community. So let's just come back here and start the kind of forever community. Should just take a second. I'm doing Meager Valley because I like Meager Valley. There's less driving typically, but this is going to be the community that I'm going to switch to be on Lethal Zone. I don't need mobilization. Once I go into Lethal Zone, I'll lose these boons, so this is just for me preparing for Lethal Zone, so I'll just do these. And now I have these three people, and we have a community. So let me just cut here really quickly, and then I'll go up and claim that base up there. Okay, I just claimed the first base and emptied the inventories of all my people into the supply locker. The AR-15 and the 5.56 rounds are from the Sheriff boon. But otherwise, like all 570 50 cal rounds, that's all from the farming. And I put on a TV show and just did it while I watched a TV show, and it took 45 minutes, and it was, now I have 570 rounds of 50 cal rounds to start with. So it's very quick and very efficient. The only problem is you have to do it when you start the community. You can't like do it now. You have to do it when you start. Similarly, as I mentioned before, you could do this with grenades instead. I didn't think that it was worth it to do it with grenades, since Lethal Zone will have such high damage reduction for explosive damage. But I hope that 50 cal rounds will still be effective. And I had brought one BFG or one B50 FG with me as my gun for that, and I also brought a heavy duty ammo press just so I can make more of those. Yeah, I think this is basically what I wanted to go over for the first video. To recap, you need to get 3 survivors that you like, which I have done. Then you start a new green zone community with all 3 of those new survivors from your legacy pool, and you select the Warlord boon. You can also do the trader boon. Sometimes the trader guy that spawns at your base has useful stuff to buy. Usually they don't, so I didn't really bother with checking that, but if you want to, you can do that as well. Yeah, I just stuck with the Warlord boon. So you go up, you claim your base, pick up the stack of 50 cal rounds, exit back to the main menu, delete the community, and then recreate the community. Just do that over and over again, each time gaining 30 50 cal rounds, eventually filling up the inventories of all your people, or as much inventory spots as I want. yeah, you can see I did bring some other stuff with me. I had some Willy Pete's. I had a soil enrichment kit, which I think might be good. It's plus 10 health for all survivors, and you put it into a what's it called? Into a garden or farm, which I think will be a great addition. Give us all a little bit more health on lethal zone. Can't be too bad. But yeah, mostly just a bunch of 50 cal rounds and a gun to shoot them, and that'll be the way that I take down the hearts, or at least that's my plan at this point. How I'm going to take down the hearts on lethal zone. It is very possible that they also reduce the damage to hearts of 50 cal rounds, in which case, well, this is pretty much a waste of time. I mean, they still do damage to hostile enemy or hostile AI humans, and they also do a bunch of damage to juggernauts, and probably good against the plague pharaohs as well. So it's not a total waste, I suppose, but I think it's better to have 550 cal rounds in my back pocket than not have them. So anyway, I hope you learned something today, and let me know if you have any questions. Also, I said this before, but the document with all the traits, the link will be in the description. And if you have any questions, or maybe I missed some traits, or hero bonuses that you think are good, feel free to message or put that in the comments as well. There's like over 1,000 traits. I'm sure I missed something, so bring that to my attention, and I can edit the document and add them in, and I'll give you a thanks in the next video, which hopefully will be coming in the next day or two. The hardest part was getting the three good people. That took me quite a while of rolling. But I have a few more tips. Hopefully I can get one out like maybe every other day or so, because it does take me a while to upload the videos. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.